Greetings! Today is the 19th of November 2025 and I'm back with another video about my creepy encounters of creatures, demons, fallen angels, and reptoids. Yes, they are real. Why do you think all these movies and TV shows that the television tells you show these things? Yes. Huh? What? Yeah. Okay. Well, John, get out of here. They are real, y'all. So, I don't have a lot of time today. I'm just going to say one more encounter. But I will try to keep posting different encounters of these things, these creatures, these demonic and fallen angel attacks that I've had throughout my whole life. Okay. We who are known as targeted individuals were targeted by Satan and his dark forces, including these reptoids, which I call the Sleestack. We've been chosen by the Most High God. And so because we have eyes to see, we can see through the veil, we see these creatures. And if you dare speak on it, people label you crazy. But I don't care. I'm here to spread truth and be a light in the darkness. And since I started talking about these things, I've had several other of y'all targeted individuals, Father's remnant army, angelic beings sent back in the final battle, which we're in right now, to battle against the fallen angels that are here. I've had many of y'all throughout the 9 years on YouTube tell me that you've had similar occurrences. Most people are just too scared to talk about it. And then many people don't believe in these things because they do not have eyes to see, as Scripture says. We've been blessed with eyes to see and ears to hear. We see through the veil. So here's my encounter with a reptoid, which is, I thought it was just a demon, but it was a Sleestack. All right, so where does this take place? Well, happened in New Orleans, which is a huge portal for demonic activity and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, but where in New Orleans? Well, I'm glad you asked. I didn't ask, Lena. Well, I'm telling you anyway. It happened at Walmart. And I don't go there anymore. I haven't been there in years. But I'm going to say this happened, oh boy, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I know that I was already on YouTube, and I actually got a video of this creature, entity, demon, whatever it was, on my phone. But before I could share it online, my phone was hacked and the screen went blank and it would never turn on again. So they're able to hack into, electronics and all that. We all know that on this channel. But anyway, yeah, I actually had gotten this on video. But again, hacked, clickety clack. So I'm in the Walmart. And y'all know how in the aisles they'll put, displays in the aisles and they'll be stacked up. Like you'll see, what comes to mind is like videos, things like that. And they'll put them in the aisles. Well, that's what this thing was behind. It was behind whatever, I don't remember what was stacked in the aisle. But you could see through the stack of whatever it was that this creature was not walking. It was hovering. It was about, I'm going to say, 6 inches off the ground. I skipped that class. And it was disguised as a heavyset black woman. Okay? I'm going to say it, because it was a creature, looked to be maybe 55 to 65 years old, but it was not human, okay? And it was hovering. And as soon as I saw that it was hovering around this aisle, not aisle, but the display or whatever, that's when it knew that I saw it. And it turned and it looked right at me. And when it looked at me, it blinked. And it had 2 sets of eyelids. 2 sets of eyelids. And I hurried and I got my phone out, and it started basically floating away. And I recorded. I didn't get the 2 sets of eyelid on the video because it happened so quick, but I did get the hovering, and I looked at it and I saw it was on there, and then my phone was hacked into. So yeah, that really happened. So I was led just now, I was just going to keep it a short video, but I was led to look up what demon has 2 sets of eyelids, and nothing came up. So then I typed in, what creature has 2 sets of eyelids? I did not know this until today. The Lord is bringing these things back to my memory to put all the pieces together, because I believe we're at the very end of this battle of the darkness against the light. And of course, the light already won. We, in God's army, we've already won the battle through what Jesus Christ did on the cross for yours and my sins. So just keep that in mind. But we're called to endure, and we're called to expose the darkness. So after nothing came up for demons, I typed in, what creature has 2 sets of eyelids? Birds, cats, alligators, polar bears, and sharks. And instantly my eyes went to alligator. They have an outer set of eyelids for blinking and an inner clear membrane that protects the eyes and aids vision when underwater, okay? And a lot of these creatures are marine spirits that stalk us. They infiltrate the gang stalkers who have sold out to Satan. And these creatures are also reptoids. Y'all all can think of the queen, right? And those kind of creatures. So I call them the Sleestack. Dragon beings. Dragons are mentioned in the Bible. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right? But against principalities, powers, rulers of darkness, spiritual wickedness in high places. But going down this little rabbit hole just now, and I didn't even dig very far because I don't have a lot of time right now. But the Sleestack is what popped into my head, and I'm like, 2 sets of eyes, 2 sets of eyelids, okay? Because the one, when it blinked and closed the eye, you could see the other eyes looking at me. It was wild, y'all. Okay? The Sleestack. So I typed in, to give you all a picture of the Sleestack, this is off an old TV show back in the day called Land of the Lost, which they've remade a movie of it. Why are they so obsessed with these things? Because these creatures are here. And they're high up in the enforcers of the law, the satanic cabal, right? That's about to fall. They're in the media. They're in the... most actors and actresses are either demons, fallen angels, Sleestack, reptoids. But what popped up was this, beware the Sleestack, and I clicked on it. So I'll just share with y'all just a little piece of this, and I'm like, wow. Let me make it go a little quicker so I don't get a strike.
Spooky, I don't like it here.
Yeah, I wish Dad were here. Come on, let's go find him.
Oh boy. They grabbed him. And her name was Holly, mocking the Lord, holy. Okay, and his name was Will, as in free will. And what did the Sleestack do? They caught him in a net, a web of lies.
I've run out of places, Dan.
Okay. Then they've got this little creature that befriends them. This is the dad. His name was Marshall, as in what? Wow! Wow, Lord! Live on Jesus TV. Y'all, this is amazing. Whenever you hear me say live on Jesus TV, if you're new to this channel, that means I just got a revelation while I'm making the video. Okay? His name was Marshall, and I immediately thought, like a U.S. Marshal, the enforcers of the satanic law, right? Which is Satan's army on this world. But martial law. Where did I see this Sleestack thing? At Walmart. Flip Walmart backwards and it's martial law. Mart law, right? And we know that they've been busy doing the Walmarts, getting the Walmarts ready to keep the people in what? Cages, nets, hooked in their lies. But this creature befriends them. What does he look like? He kind of looks like Chewbacca on Star Wars, right? But they try to mock us and say we came, from a big bang and we're really monkeys and all this stuff. And then they make fun of us. The Reese's monkey factor, right? I won't even go there. This will be so long. But where does he come in? He comes in a cave, right? Marshall, to rescue them.
I won't let them get you. We've got to find Will and Holly first. Come on.
And where's he? How's he being guided? He's being guided by a light. And here come the Sleestack. What pushed them away?
So that's a Sleestack.
Now Holly and Will didn't get away because they didn't what? They didn't have a light with them. We are bringers of the light. We're carriers of the light, holders of the light. We have the spiritual knowledge as a targeted, chosen individual written in our hearts. We were up there in Father's kingdom, and we were sent back to battle against the darkness, expose the darkness, lead people out of this web of lies, this cave that people are locked in. And look, it even's in the shape of a pyramid. And they had this pyramid contraption thing in this movie. There's so many, or not movie, it was a cartoon TV show that used to come on. I think it was on Saturday mornings. Yeah, Land of the Lost. Get it? Those that are lost. To wake up out of the darkness, you have to have the light of God in you. So I just thought I would share that with y'all. It all goes together. And look at this. It's written by Sid and Marty Croft. Just change the O to a A. Craft. Workers of witchcraft, right? Mocking and telling us what's going on. But what scares these creatures off? Our light. So keep shining your light, y'all. And these things are real. And that thing I saw in Walmart, Mart Law, I believe was one of these reptoids masquerading as this older woman. And it had 2 sets of eyelids. So that's my little story about some more run-ins with these creatures that have been after me my entire life, as well as after anyone that works for Father's kingdom, the Most High God's kingdom. So we got that going for us, but we have the power to cast them out in Jesus' name. We have the power to trample over snakes and scorpions. Snake, right? A snake-like creature, and over all the power of the enemy. And nothing in any means shall harm us. So keep shining your light bright. I'm out.